I read a book. Can I have a medal, please?
I'm starting this review at a weird angle because I'm trying to get the book off my shelf to show you how I'm feeling in context. So, let's go this way. How pretty is this? Look at it. Tell me this is not a very pretty cover. Very, very pretty, yes? The blurb on the book was fantastically interesting. Very interested in that. There's a school for gifted magical people, and something within it is starting to, well, the tagline is, "This school will eat you alive." So I was sold. Fantastic. I even, let's just get my angles right here. I even considered buying the Illumicrate version, which was 24 quid, and then postage, but I didn't. And I'm so glad I didn't, because this is probably, it's no stretch of the imagination to say, my most disappointing read of the year. Now, bearing in mind we're in November and I've read 99 books, that's a lot of books for me to say this is the most disappointing. However, it sucked. So, I can't really give you a semblance of the plot because there isn't one. And when I say there isn't one, there isn't a tangible plot that you can grasp onto and sort of describe to people. There just isn't one. The story structure is garbage. And I say that with all of my chest because I've read many books. V. Schwab is a good example of this. I've read many books where we jump time periods. We start in the present, then to the past, into the present, and it builds together and it climaxes to a conjoined story, which is fine. Love books like that. Love everything V. Schwab writes. This doesn't do that. It goes from the almost present to the past, to the present, to the past, to the present, past, past, present, past, past, present, present, past. But the past chapters are in a jumbled order. So, for example, in the very first chapter, we see that somebody's died in a very violent and gruesome way. And then you would expect when you go to the past in the chapter, a before chapter, you would see that person alive and communicating with people, and you do. But then you go to another before chapter where she's dead. And then you go to another before chapter where she's alive again. And then another before chapter where she's alive but dying. And then another. And yeah, the structure sucks and it's really crap. I'm sorry, but it's garbage. The characters are completely unlikable. And I know that's kind of the point with the vibe of the story, is that they're all magical assholes that have gone there because society doesn't want them or they're dangerous and all this. But you are supposed to kind of root for one of them at least, you know. No, they all suck. They're all assholes. Don't like any of them. And then you've got the writing style. Now, I'm coming off the back, more or less, of reading a couple of classic books that I described as Victorian drivel. Because they're all pomp, they're all big words, because big words make you clever, you know. Oh yes, the higher the words and the more letters in the words, the higher your intelligence, obviously. Bullshit. It's irritating, it's frustrating, and it's annoying. And this book feels like it was written by someone from Victorian times trying to adopt modern language. It's jumbled, it's complicated, needlessly so. And there are certain words that I can't even pronounce that are in there a lot. And you're like, stop using this word. Just say their heads exploded. I don't need all these different... Oh, yeah. Anyway, incredibly violent, incredibly gruesome, incredibly gory, but the story just isn't there. The characters aren't there. The writing style isn't there. And the ending, I don't even know what the hell the ending was, if I'm brutally honest. That's 2 books in a row I haven't really understood the ending. But this one is like, really don't understand the ending. Are they alive? Are they dead? Are they doing... What are they doing? I don't know. I gave it 3 stars. That's probably being generous, but... let's say it's 2.5 stars and half a star for the cover. I don't know. but I don't think I'll be reading any more of Cassandra Khaw's books because this just really put me off. So disappointing.